Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province. The audience in the first quarter of 2023, the Propaganda Department of TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee effectively advised the operations of the Steering Committee on protecting the party ideological foundation and refuting wrongful and hostile views and external information, making an important contribution to the defense of the party's ideological foundation and the fight against wrong, hostile viewpoints, maintaining political security, social order, and safety in the province.
In the first 3 months of the year, the Propaganda Department of the Provincial Party Committee oriented guiding the network of public opinion collaborators and fight against false and hostile views information on the Internet throughout the province, which is directly managed and operated by the Propaganda Department, to post and share articles propagating the guidelines of the party, policies and laws of the state, propagating foreign information, good people, good deeds, etc. As a result, more than 49,000 news articles and video clips were propagated on propaganda forums and on social networks from provinces to communes, wards and towns. Continue to organize and strengthen the connection of forces nationwide to remove and delete news, articles, video clips, live streams of domestic and foreign Facebook accounts spreading malicious information or information aimed at distorting and opposing the party and state, distorting the political, economic and social situation of the country.
The audience implementing the Agricultural Extension Program for the 2016-2022 period. Many projects and models in the province have brought practical effects, diversify plants and animal species, so that farmers can innovate farming and breeding plants in their own land.
The locality has built models to link groups of rice-producing households into production and consumption association groups. Rice varieties with Dragon rice, ST25, Datum 8, etc. have been favored by farmers. The Center for Agricultural Extension has also built models, provided technical training seminars and encouraged farmers to use new and disease-free varieties such as HN3, HN5, HN36, and HN80, etc. for high starch content. Yield increased from 10 to 15% compared with old varieties. Regarding the livestock sector, the province has developed 2 projects on raising pigs over VGAP standards, raising beef cattle on a large scale in the province. The project of raising chickens using VGAP demonstrated 2,000 broiler chickens, 15,500 high-yielding commercial chickens with good meat quality, established 36 chicken raising association groups, organized technical training for breeding groups in order to improve the competitiveness of domestic chicken with foreign chickens. The model of raising ducks for meat according to VGAP process has achieved the average profit of 23,000 Vietnam dong per head. The effectiveness of the model continues to be replicated in over 50 neighboring farming households. The province has also developed many models and varieties of aquatic animals. Giant freshwater frogs are raised on a total area of 2.9 hectares in Tây Ninh City, Cô Dâu and U Minh Châu districts. Apart from providing seeds, these localities also transfer techniques to farmers, solving obstacles when raising cream in high density. The models of eel farming in Bến Cầu, Châu Thành districts, Hoa Thành and Trảng Bàng towns have facilitated farmers in accessing new techniques using semi-artificial breeding stock, culture without mud and fed with industrial feed to overcome the scarcity of seed in the wild, using substrates to increase productivity per unit of farming area and improving economic efficiency. On March 26th, high schools and continuing education centers in the province, in collaboration with Gia Định University based in Ho Chi Minh City, to organize the program meeting with career guidance experts. The program attracted nearly 3,000 high school students in the province. The enrollment consultants shared useful information about the profession and enrollment information in 2023. Students also raised many questions about enrollment, the learning environment, the professions they plan to study, or have been consulted and answered enthusiastically by experts. In the 2022-2023 academic year, about 10,000 12th graders in TayNinhTV province will enter the high school graduation exam. This year, the exam will take place earlier because it isn't affected by the COVID-19 pandemic like in previous years. The students should choose majors according to their interests and passions. Family and parents will also be their advisors, but students should affirm to their parents that they are confident in their growth mindset, and parents should trust them. Remember that choosing the right career will create success. In addition to the preparation for the high school graduation exam in 2023, this is also a golden time for the high school to promote enrollment counseling and career guidance for students, avoiding the situation of choosing the wrong profession, which can lead to consequences for learners. In the morning of March 25th, the TayNinhTV newspaper held the opening of a training course on press photography skills for reporters, editors, technicians, and regular collaborators of the agency. Editor-in-chief of the TayNinhTV newspaper, Trần Thị Mỹ Linh, emphasized that the training course is aimed to equip and improve knowledge and skills in snapping, processing, and editing press photos for reporters, editors, and collaborators. This is an important content in the production of diverse journalistic products suitable for the development of society to meet the needs of readers. During the two-day course, lecturer Hoàng Thạch Vân, Vice President of the Vietnam Association of Photographic Artists, former head of photographers group of Today newspaper, imparted basic knowledge and skills on press photography techniques and introduced practical work in some places in the province to reporters, editors, and regular collaborators. The Steering Committee for Voluntary Blood Donation Campaign in Dư Minh Châu District, in collaboration with Jeray Hospital's Blood Transfusion Center based in Ho Chi Minh City, organized the Voluntary Blood Donation Day 2023 at Nguyễn Thái Bình High School on March 26. The message "Voluntary Blood Donation, a Noble Deed." The Blood Donation Day attracted more than 300 officials, civil servants, public employees, youth union members, students, and people in communes and towns in the district to register for blood donation. As a result, 311 units of clean, quality blood were obtained and transferred to Jeray Hospital Blood Transfusion Center to save and treat patients. Dư Minh Châu District is expected to receive 1,860 blood units in 2023. After the first two phases of the year, the locality has achieved nearly 34% of the target.
Turn to other news. The audience, music always helps us to be closer to each other, to open to share story and difficult things in life. And using music to convey HIV's message is the journey that TayNinhTV Society Company Limited is aiming to innovate the ways of communication about HIV.
During the musical evening with the theme translated as "When Will I Fall in Love Again" on March 25th, in addition to love songs and melodies, letters, memories, love affairs, and hard-to-talk things were said. At this event, on issues related to the suspicion of health, partner safety, as well as doubts and concerns about pre-exposure prophylaxis of PrEP and post-exposure prophylaxis of PrEP, have been said and explained more specifically, helping the people at risk to be confident when they are close to each other. We hope the musical evenings will make it easier for them to access HIV/AIDS prevention contents, especially PrEP. It's also an opportunity for us to listen to their sharings more. This is one thing that we feel they are still shy to share in seminars, talk shows, or propaganda sessions in public places. It can be said that this event is to convey and integrate HIV/AIDS messages into music closer to everyone, and more importantly to high-risk groups for HIV/AIDS, LGBT people in the province, to raise public awareness about HIV/AIDS and access to HIV testing and pre-exposure prophylaxis of PrEP services. The musical evening is held every Saturday in localities in the province to spread HIV/AIDS prevention messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, during 92 years of establishment and development, the young generation have always upheld the spirits of patriotism, solidarity, enthusiastically pioneering in all fields, ready to accept on tasks, increasingly embracing the glorious traditions of TayNinhTV youth in new era.
All levels of Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union have made sustained efforts, gathering and promoting the power of young people, organizing many outstanding movements that have far-reaching effects in society. Over the last time, there have been many radical and effective revolutionary action programs associated with patriotic emulation movements and local revolutionary activities in the construction of new rural areas and civilized cities. The conference have effectively shown the youth volunteer commitment and creativity in the recent COVID-19 epidemic. The highlight of the Youth Union movement in the first 3 months of 2023 can be mentioned as the opening day of Youth Month across the Ninh province, with a series of youth work and activities, such as planting 1,000 trees in response to the tree planting festival themed Forever Grateful to Alcohol, realizing the project lighting up the border patrol roads with solar lights, a series of social security activities aimed at people and children in difficult circumstances, awarding startup projects to young people, launching a tile playground for children, organize a digital transformation from economic payment services via VNPT Pay e-wallet, etc. The total value of the work is nearly 1.4 billion Viet Dong, with more than 1,000 volunteer days of union members and youth, in which the total provincial budget is over 600 million Viet Dong. We have inaugurated and handed over 2 kilometers of social lights on Border Patrol Road, managed by the Border Guard Station. This is a very practical and useful project for officers and soldiers, as well as people living in border areas. These lights have made it very convenient for officers and soldiers to patrol, especially at night, in border protection, as well as in crime prevention. These lights also help people travel better at night, joining hands with the border guard in protecting border security. Besides the March in Border Areas Program 2023, with the theme The Borders of My Fatherland, is implemented by the Ninh Provincial Youth Union and Đồng Nai Provincial Youth Union, contributing to the education of revolutionary ideals, ethics, and cultural lifestyle for the young generations, enhancing the tradition drinking water, remembering the source. The journey of the march in border areas has just shown the spirit of the youth to participate in activities for society and the community, as well as show the honor and responsibility of the young generations. Such activities will help connect more resources from the community and society to join the youth union in organizing more activities toward the border areas. The youth works and tasks conducted by the youth unions at all levels from the beginning of the year until now keep up with the year program, closely follow the direction of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Youth Union. It shows that the work of propaganda and education is increasingly accessible to a large number of union members, youth and young people, constantly being innovated to match the general development trend of the province, as well as the youth of the whole country. In the coming time, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Youth Union will focus on implementing the key activities of the Summer Youth Volunteer Campaign, specifically campaigns related to pioneering digital transformation activities of the Union, closely following the spirit of digital transformation of the Central Committee of Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee. The teachings of President Ho Chi Minh still live on. A new year begins with the brain, new life begins with the youth, and the youth is the brain of the society. So, the Ninh youth vows to strive to bring the movement of the provincial youth further embellishing the glorious tradition of the young generation of the Ninh province in the new era.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.